Hey guys, this is Shinx and welcome back to another One Piece Bounty Rush video. So, in this video, I put together a guide on basically getting better at this game because I know some of you guys have been maybe you are stuck at A, maybe S, and even though you have the characters, maybe you have 5-star, but you kind of struggle between trying to climb up to S plus, maybe top 100, something like that. And I just want to put together a guide that has a few pointers. And some of you guys might already know all of this, but some of you guys, you guys definitely do not know. And I hope that after looking at this video, you guys might improve your gameplay. Like, it would not be instant. Like, after looking at this video, you'll suddenly become a god. But what I hope to achieve is you guys will start, when you start playing a game, you guys unconsciously will be thinking, oh wait, did he use dodge, something like this, oh wait, don't overextend, something like this. And yeah, hopefully it will help you guys to improve your gameplay. And let's face it, we all had games where our teammates end up not doing much, like we end up losing because of, I don't want to say it, but bad teammates. Yeah, so okay, I guess that's it. And I'm gonna, before I start showing the clips of all the pointers, right, I'll be going through my 9 tips. So first one, the importance of a map. Basically, when you're playing, occasionally you have to look at the map. So that's the first point. Second point will be understanding your role of your class. So there's attacker, defender, and runner. You have to understand what it does and how it can help you optimize your games. Then third will be understanding your characters, such as especially character traits and your combo, your medals that you put on them, and learning to optimize them. Then fourth would be dodges. So dodges are the most important thing in this game. Like, you can't really screw it up, because once you do it, most likely it'll cost you your life in S plus or S ranks, because everyone almost has one-shot capabilities, and if you really mess up your dodge, you will definitely get one-hit KO based on their skill. Then okay, my 5th pointer will be is about openings. So looking for openings and creating openings is basically the 5th point, because openings such as them using their normal attacks and skills or dodges. So the 6th point will be positioning of your map. So this will be regarding how should you station yourself around in a map, so that you can cover as much points as possible and not let them, because you are too far, you get backcapped. Then okay, so next will be point number 7 will be team boost. So I'll talk, this is not a very easy topic, easy point, because it's very hard to keep track of the team boost. But once you understand it, I guess you can be careful around it. Yeah. Then 7, my point, okay, that's point number 7. Point number 8 will be helping your allies. So as you guys know, the term teamwork makes the dream work. 2v1 is obviously better than 1v2, and it really helps a lot, especially if your ally is actually a runner. So okay, lastly, the last point will be on overextension. So you guys confirm know about this. Basically, you guys push too far and it end up against you guys, and you guys lost the match. So pretty simple. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started with the guide. So okay, first point is map. So as you guys know, when you play in a match, at the top right there will be a map. So you won't spend all of your time looking at maps, but maps are played a very important role because, like, let's say, and I highly recommend you guys when you guys are not doing anything to occasionally check on the maps because it can cover your field, the other side of your view, because as you can see, it's only like your field vision is only 180 degrees, but if you look at the map, you will be able to tell everywhere and you can get a overall understanding on how the basically you guys can understand like the flow of the game, where is it headed to, whether you guys are losing or you guys are winning, where should you focus your attack on, defense on, because they're capping this point, something like that. So yeah, maps are very very important. So okay, in this example, I'm gonna show this is one of my Stampede Luffy gameplay where I kind of look at the map. So okay, as you can see, okay, there's this focus where I'm destroying, I'm trying to stop Usopp from capping the flag. So he decided to run away, which obviously is a good choice, and I decided that there's no way I can catch up to him. Um and I was like, in the back of my head I was thinking, wait, there's this chopper. So where did he go? So the moment I quit chasing him, I turned around and I looked at the map. So I realized that he was already backcapping the, he was trying to cap the other point, which enables me to uh just try to counter that because I saw that he's doing it already. And yeah, pretty simple of understanding the map. Then there will be another time would be the so yeah, so here, right, there's this is another example. So while I'm strafing around, right, I'm actually looking at the map where I'm like, please get the flag, please get the flag. So I already know that they are already, my teammate is already trying to get the flag already. So yeah, I knew that my teammates were getting the flag. So I was like, I know I need to defend the flag. Like, some of you guys might be like, wait, why am I just running around in this instead of trying to go for a flag? Because I know from the map I can tell that my teammates are already working on the flag. So I need to, instead of trying to help try to cap some other flag which I know should be impossible, I should focus on defending one flag. And yeah, you see, let's say I wasn't defending the map and I wasn't fighting with this Stampede Luffy, he would have immediately just went for the, he would have captured the flag like nothing happened, and I was also refilling the treasure gauge. So yeah, this is the first tip, which is on about maps. Okay, so for tip number 2, it's about understanding your role as a runner, defender, or a attacker. So in this picture, in this video, right, as you can see that we have 3 runners and the opposite team does not have any runner. So if you are, because runners have faster movement speed, obviously you will wanna, like, the most common sense thing will be to go for the midpoint. And yeah, so if you are a runner and you, and the opposite team does not have a runner, I highly recommend you guys going for the midpoint, because like the midpoint is where everybody will rush towards, and the difference between a runner versus a non-runner is depends on how fast you can get your, okay, so as you can see here, right, because I was a runner and I got the midpoint, even though it might not seem like much at this point of the game, because of how this map works, right, look at the team boost difference. And the team boost can actually give you a more, it affects how the game, oh my god, okay, so it affects how the flow of the game works. So you guys will get your team boost faster, and even though they, let's say they try to, they cap more at the end, right, you will not, lose out so much on team boost, like because you guys had a extra edge in the team boost already. So it will also further lead to a this thing. Basically, you guys use your team boost to wipe them out because they are in spawn, right? Their team boost get activated and they end up wasting up their team boost, which I will cover in a while later. So okay, that I guess is pretty much on the understanding your role as a runner. Defender, obviously, you will recharge the treasure gauge super fast. Like really, really, if you see a attacker versus a defender trying to boost the treasure gauge, right, you can see a massive difference. And let's say if you have nothing to do and instead of overextending, right, try to fill up the treasure gauge. This way, not only will you get more points, maybe you can get more MVPs. Just joking. Okay, so yeah, and sometimes because of the full treasure gauge, right, characters take forever to capture them, and really, really, the extra treasure gauge can help you win battles. Yeah, and okay, so that's it for the point number 2, understanding your role. Okay, so next is the point number 3, understanding your character. So this is regard to the medals and the character traits. So as you guys know, most attackers they have uh attacker trait, and you will hear me say that a lot. Like the attacker trait is basically when you're in your enemy's treasure, increase damage dealt by 30%. So this is one of the many traits that you need to understand well, because defenders also have defender traits. Like if you are near your treasure area, you reduce damage by this amount. So based on how these traits work, you need to play around with it. So obviously defenders, you will have to camp around your treasure area more often to get that traits. And for attacker, this is the clip that I'll show. Because I'm near the enemy's treasure area, right, I'll do an insane amount of damage. Like even though this is only a 5-star time skip Luffy, I did like my normal attack chain just took out like at least 50% of the chunk of the Nami, and it end up destroying this Luffy also because of the boost also. So yeah, really, really, you guys have to understand your character. So because my Luffy had the attacker trait where he does more damage when he enemies treasure, I was able to dish out more damage. And let's say you are using a skill 1 combo reduction build, which is using the law. So the law unique trait medal, right, it states that if you are in your own treasure area, I believe, boost capture speed, it boosts Q1 cooldown reduction speed by 13%. So you guys also need to understand that in order for you to get the maximum value out of the combo skill 1 combo set that you guys followed my combo guide, you guys have to understand how the medal works. So you to get the most cooldown skill 1 reduction, you need to stay in your treasure because you are using the law medal. So that is also understanding your character. Then the next part of understanding your character is skills. So here, right, in this next clip that I'm gonna show you guys is basically uh based on my understanding of time skip Luffy. So as you guys know, time skip Luffy skill 1, right, it gives him an invincibility, so you will not get damage while you cast your skill 1. So this video clip, I'm gonna use my skill 1 because the law, okay, so here the law will use his skill, right? Then because I saw that he's using his skill, and if I do not dodge, right, I have two options. One would be to dodge, but I know that my character can time skip Luffy skill 1 can make me invincible, and it's a perfect opportunity because he's using his skill, he cannot dodge, he will take all the damage that I throw at him. So yeah, this is another part of understanding your character. So as you can see, I use my skill. Even though his room can cover me and do a lot of damage, he wouldn't have like he couldn't do anything to me, but I dish out so much damage. And if then even though I didn't kill him off, my teammate managed to. And yeah, I guess that's how to do it. And so I guess that's it for the tip number 3, which is understanding your character, both the medal and your traits, and the character's unique trait. And okay, the 4th tip that I'll be going through will be about dodges. So if you have seen my other videos, I would have said that you guys stop messing up your dodge, stop wasting your dodge, because it will pretty much, it leaves you vulnerable to attacks, and it will it's kind of linked to my next point, where it's about openings. So as you can see in this clip, right, usually what Zoros will do, as you can see, there's 2 Zoros in my team, one is me, one of the other. So what they usually do is a mind game battle. So the what you don't want to do as a Zoro is, you might be under the concept that, oh, I need to race to the points first, but because of that, he used his dodge, and I knew he might do that, so I used my skill, and because he had no dodge, I managed to get a free hit off him, and it kind of changed the flow of the battle. So yeah, and kind of enjoy this video. So this one part of dodge, so he, as you can see, he used his dodge, and he's like, oh my god, too late. I probably could go and cap the treasure, but I thought that he might be a bit too close already. So okay, so this is one part of dodge. Then the second part of the dodge that I'll be showing you guys is basically baiting out dodges. So okay, in this clip that I'll be showing you guys is basically something not just for Skypiea Zoro, but also other characters. So you guys want to tap your normal attack, so that you make the enemy character feel scared, and they'll use their dodge. So but because you only one tap your attack, right, you will not execute the whole chain of normal attack. So which means that you can immediately cast your skill right after that. So as you can see in this video, the crocodile kind of screwed up there, and yeah. So okay, this one, okay, this is the crocodile. So I used my one hit to bait out the dodge, and it worked. And immediately after I bait out the dodge, I used my skill 1, and he just pretty much got destroyed. So yeah, baiting out dodges is very, very important. So if you see that, number 1 is another tip about dodge is, let's say you see that the enemy is capturing the flag, then all you have, one thing you can do is you can just run straight up to them, and sometimes they will be so scared that they just use their dodge, and it means that you're free to use your skill already. You don't even have to use your normal attack to bait out the dodge. And this means that they will not get a perfect dodge, because you don't even hit him. You just run to the flag that they are trying to capture, and they just automatically waste their dodge. So yeah, that's pretty much for the dodge, and I'll move on to my next point. The 5th point is about looking for openings and creating openings. So what this means, openings are basically opportunities where you can use your skills or normal attacks without having to worry about them countering you and using their skills instead, or even dodging. Because as you guys know how this good dodge is, dodge, you can pretty much make them waste their skill. And yeah, openings will not make you use their skills, but openings will lead to you landing your skill 100%. So openings are like, example for this clip that I'm gonna show you guys, it's about time skip Luffy. So as you guys know, he will use his skill 1, and he will jump out of the sky, and he will land a barrage of punches. But the opening is where the moment he drops down. So if you can time it so that your attack will hit the opponent the moment he drops down, he will not have time to use dodge and he will get wrecked. So that is pretty much looking for an opening. So this is one part of opening where it's you see that the opponent uses his skill and you are not affected by the skill. You use your skill because they are still stuck in the animation of casting their skill. So the second part of openings is the normal attacks. So this is not that easy because as you guys know, if you tap your normal attack twice, more than once, right, you will execute the whole chain of normal attacks. And this means that you are stuck within the whole animation of your normal attack and you cannot dodge or anything. So yeah, so when you guys are stuck in this full normal attack chain, or if you see the enemy is they use their whole normal attack chain, don't hesitate to cast your skill the moment you see them starting to enter the full attack. So what this means is, if you see that what would be a good character? Okay, time skip Sanji. As you guys know, the first kick would be the I can't really remember, but if you understand that you see him use his normal attack first kick, right, then he continues to start to normal attack you, and you know that he's gonna jump into the sky and land and do some normal kicks because that is his part of his normal attack animation. What you can do is you can just use your skill because he's locked in the normal attack animation, so he can't do anything about it, and it's like free kill for you. This opening is pretty hard to catch, but if you can actually do it, it will make you an insane player. Then next one, the last part of the openings is dodges. So as you guys know, you can create openings by baiting out their dodge, whether it is just to you move closer to them and they feel intimidated, then they'll waste their dodge, or they try to move closer towards you and they end up using up their dodge. So during this opening where they waste their dodge and they do not have another dodge coming up anytime soon, and you see that you have enough distance for you to cast your skill without getting interrupted by normal attacks, that is where you use your skill, and that's the last part of the opening that I'm talking about. So okay, let's just take a look at this clip. So the time skip Luffy will use his skill. So I knew that he's gonna wait, not here. Okay, so take a look at the time skip Luffy. He jumps up, use his skill. So I knew that he's gonna jump down. So I time it so that the moment he drops down, he will get hit by my skill. So that is one part of how to counter Luffy if you do not know by now. Then another one will be here. So it's about same thing again. The Luffy, I guess he wasn't aware that. Yeah, then the moment I saw him, it's a bit late, but yeah, the moment he jumps down, he gets hit by my skill. Simple, right? Okay, so this is part of the openings. Then the next part of opening would be the normal attacks. So 8, 10. Okay, so as you guys see, right? Okay, in this video, as you guys know, Sabo is very hard to cast his skill because if the opponent knows you are using it. Okay, wait. Let me slow down this speed. Okay, 0.5. So, okay. Let's not ignore this. So, you can see that the Mihawk jumps down. I decided to engage him. So, I used my normal attack to bait out the dodge. And sure, he used his dodge and he got a perfect hit. But then, he makes a mistake by using his normal attack. So, he used the full animation. So, Mihawk, he has 1, 2, 3 swings plus a chop. So, what I did was, I saw that he did his second swing. Then, that is the opportunity where I can use my skill and he cannot dodge because he's locked in the middle of the animation. So I'm sure you guys understand what I was talking about. Okay, so yeah, that's for the openings. Okay, the sixth point that I'm gonna talk to you guys on how to improve your gameplay, it's about positioning. So in this clip that I'm gonna show you guys is basically, you guys know this map is Alabasta. So there's 5 points. You positioning is where you place yourself in this place where, so that let's say that there's a there's anything that happens around you, you have enough, because you are positioned at a optimal place, you can react to any of the situation, whether they are trying to backcap 1 point or 2 point. So in this map, obviously the optimal positioning is the midpoint, and because from the midpoint you can go to each of the points uh relatively close. So maps like Shawadi Archipelago, the optimal positioning that you want to be is in the after you take the bubble, that long stretch of high ground, because from there you can jump down to any of the 4 spots to prevent anyone from capping. So yeah, positioning is very very important. You don't want to be in a spot where you see the enemy is too far from you and you can't do anything about it. You want to be as close to them as possible while contributing for your enemy. So in this video, I'm just gonna slowly explain. So okay, let's say I'm helping my teammates. Okay, I decided to position myself in this point because I knew that. Then I saw that the croc was trying to cap. So I decided to, because of this range, I can just, okay, so because of the range of my Zoro, I can just intercept to prevent him from capping. Like I cast a few strikes, then it disrupted him, then I took his attention away. But because I'm in such a good position, I'm in the mid, I noticed that the Robin was also trying to backcap. So I can react to both of them trying to backcap and end up destroying this Robin, while I got the Croc's attention, which is insane. Like positioning is very very important in this game. So I'm pretty sure this video kind of show you guys how good the positioning is. Like just being in the center spot, I can defend against two of the treasure, and obviously target picking is very important because I saw that against a Croc and a Robin, and the Robin I know it's a 2-star Robin, so she will be pretty squishy. So I decided to go for the Robin first, and I mean I disrupted the Croc. Like he saw that, oh my god, there's a Sky Pier Zoro, I need to deal with him or else he will not let me cap. So I decided that Robin would be a better target to engage first. Then I go for the Croc. So this some again another hint to, so like picking your opponent. So you don't fight a battle that you cannot win. So yeah, that's something. Okay. Next point number 7 will be team boost. So point number 7 is actually about team boost. So as you guys know, team boost will give you guys a lot of an edge, because if I'm not wrong, I can't really know the exact numbers, but you do at least 30 or 50% more attack. Basically depending on your character, whether you get an attack boost or something like that. So in this video where, okay, the quality is not that high because somehow my live stream, the quality was not that good. So in this video, I will show that there's 2 types of opening things about team boost you can do. So the first thing would be, you wanna destroy the enemy. As you guys can see right in this picture, the enemy team was about to get their team boost, and I know that if the time skip Luffy actually has that team boost, I will stand no chance. So what I wanna do is, because it's a 4-1 advantage, right? It will take some time before they will get their team boost. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I destroy this Luffy. So yes, I destroyed this Luffy, and yeah, as you can see, the enemy Boa also died. And what you want to do is to render them impossible to use their team boost because they are dead. So you can see that the Luffy and the Boa, they were, because of their team boost, they were sent back. No, because they were dead, they were sent back to their spawn, and because of that, they kind of wasted their, they wasted a huge chunk of their time of their team boost. Look, by the time the Luffy died too early, so he came back as Zoro and he used his team boost to destroy me. Either way, I would have been dead. So yeah, by the time the Zoro came back, he was only left with this little amount of their team boost. So, and the Croc, I'm pretty sure the Croc didn't even get to use any of their team boost. So this is what scenario one, what you want to do. Basically, you want to waste their team boost so that they, because usually in one match, right, unless it's 4-1 all the time, right, most likely each side of the team will get one team boost. So unless it's 4-1, your team will get two team boosts, which is obviously much better. But usually it's on a normal fair match is 3-2, the number of flags captured. So both sides will have one chance to use their team boost, and you really don't want to mess that up. You want to use that team boost to team wipe the enemy if possible. So that is one point. Part one of the team boost, basically render them impossible to use their team boost because they're dead. Then the next one would be, where is my, is basically you have to be careful. Okay, so this part is where you have to watch out for the team boost, because as you guys know, the team boost is gonna come. You need to be careful. Okay, so here is where this is the scenario. So again, I know that the enemy will have their team boost and it's 4-1, so it kind of takes some time, but I still need to be very cautious. So the part two about knowing the awareness of team boost is basically to try to not engage them while they have their team boost. Like, try to buy as much time off them as possible, even because you know that okay, it's impossible to kill them. So okay, in this picture, so I mean, okay, the Kizaru died, and I saw that the Croc is coming, and most likely by the time he reaches my place, right, he will have team boost up. So I don't want to engage him. So as you can see, I'm trying to keep my distance as much as possible. I don't even go for him, like, because I know that he will one shot me if I actually went for it. So I don't want to take my chances. So I use that chance to position into a better position, because okay, I'm sorry to talk about the point number 6 about positioning, because one thing about this Along's map is at 1 minute the gates will open. So at the start of this battle, right, where the gates are still closed, your positioning, the optimal positioning will be point D or point B, because these two positioning will give you a decent amount of like time to react to either to go to C or point D, or rather say that will be the more optimal positioning, will be somewhere around point B or point D. Yeah, correct. Point B or point D. And these two are the anchor points, because example, if you have more treasure, you are at point B, right? You are at, this is the choke. So every enemy, they have no choice but to go through here and to fight you guys. If you guys have control of this point, so yeah, then it makes them vulnerable to your skills, because look, the amount of distance, the amount of space they have to work with is so little. Instead of fighting at this huge area, they have to fight within this small stretch of road. And yeah, this is a very good position to hold your ground, either here or at point D. But at the 1 minute mark, your positioning of the game will change. So you do not your instead of your the prime position will be point C instead once the gate opens, because point C has access to 3 points, and as you guys know, 3 points, if all three belongs to the enemy, you are screwed. So you want to be positioned at point number C. As you can see, I slowly move forward to point C because I needed to get control of this point. If I can get control of this point, my teammates can capture the point A at ease, because I have control of this area. I can prevent them from trying to stop my teammates from capping. And if things turn dire, I can move forward to point to the enemy's point. And yeah, basically once the gate opens, right, point C becomes your optimal positioning. You want to position here to have more control on the 3 points. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I mean. So okay, so I think that's it for the point number 7 and point number 6. So point number 7 is about team boost. So when you see that enemy team is almost coming towards you, obviously feel free to run away if you guys know that they are gonna have team boost, or you know that they are almost gonna have team boost. Be more aggressive and destroy them before they have a chance to use their team boost. Then when you guys have team boost, because you guys have an edge in attack, feel free to go a bit more aggressive and make sure you guys try to cover more ground. Because okay, let's say you are at 3-2, right? Then you guys have team boost. You can try to push a bit for 4-1, because so that they will waste some time. If they ever kill you guys, they will have to make it become 3-2 then 2-3, instead of like you kind of let them waste more time capping one more flag, so you guys can respawn faster. And okay, point number 8 will be helping your ally. Point number 8, helping your allies means that, okay, there's two ways to help your allies. One is when they are capping, you can help them by standing in the treasure where they are trying to cap, because this helps improve their cap speed, and it really helps you guys win games. And because if you spend lesser time capping the flag, you have more time to engage the enemy. And when you help your ally caps, then sometimes it's impossible for them to capture a point because they are attacker. But two attackers help sometimes to last minute cap and really help your allies to cap. The second part would be helping your allies fight. So I'm pretty sure you guys know by now that 2v1 is better than 1v1. Then this is especially important because let's say the enemy is fighting, your ally is a runner, as I'm gonna show in this clip. So as you can see, Usopp is currently at point B. So he is currently engaging some other characters, some other enemies, and I decided that I need to help him because he's a ranged character. There's no way he can stand up to time skip Luffy, because Luffy is just gonna keep destroying him if he gets close. So I will be the one engaging Luffy while he will back me up from the back. So as you can see, yeah, the Luffy engages the Usopp. Then Usopp decides to run, but I know that I need to help my Usopp. So I decided to draw aggression from the Luffy. So the Usopp can fire from a safe distance while I continue to fight the Luffy. So yeah. And even though Usopp, okay, in this example it might not be the best, but if let's say your ally is Skypiea Zoro, it's gonna be very helpful, because let's say it's the same scenario, I'm fighting the other Luffy, then the Skypiea Zoro, he saw that because the Luffy the enemy Luffy dodged my attack, he used his dodge, then it will prompt the Skypiea Zoro to use his skill. Like he saw that, oh my god, my teammate helped bait the enemy Luffy's dodge. Then I need to use my skill. Then he destroys the Luffy. So I'm sure you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Helping your teammates is really important. And I'm sure you guys have tried fighting one character against three enemies. You pretty much cannot do anything because of how they gang up on you. So really help your teammates. It will help you guys win fights that might seem impossible to win. So yeah. Lastly, the last point would be on overextension. My last point will be talking about overextension. So I'm sure you guys understand. Okay, overextension means that you guys destroyed the enemy team, but you guys decided that, oh, we are gonna spawn camp them. We're gonna continue pushing up all the way to their home base, and it works good if you guys manage to destroy them, continue destroying them, and you guys don't screw up. But do take note that a lot of the chance it might backfire on you guys. Like this clip that I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, we got absolutely wrecked by the enemy team. So me and my allies just respawn, and the enemy team decided to, like, okay, they have three, we have two only, so they decided it's not enough. I want to get more. So the Zoro decided to overextend, which me and my allies decided to engage on the Zoro. Okay, I screwed up my skills. So as you can see, everyone in their team, the Mihawk and the Zoro especially, they pushed two forward, and yeah, they decided they want to go for 5-0-4, 4-1, because as you can see, the Mihawk is capping the point B, point C. Yeah, so me and my teammates decided to play a bit better. No, as in me and my teammates played a bit better, and we just continued pushing them all. And you see, the whole teammate, everyone that pushed, that overextended, basically the Luffy and the the Mihawk and the Zoro, they got destroyed. The Luffy, because of their teammate overextending, he ended up getting destroyed also. The only one that didn't get destroyed will be the Mihawk that was trying to cap some other point. So yeah, overextension is quite bad because it end up, okay, it may not seem like much, but you see, my teammates end up getting more control of the my teammate is getting control of point number C. Yeah, I had I mean, somehow we kind of lose, but yeah, if all was well, right, me and my teammates, we had, because of the overextending, we kind of got a team wipe. So yeah, we managed to push them, kill them all, and if things were more favorable, me and my teammate would have definitely moved towards point C. So I knew that the gates were open. I had to get into a better position, which means I moved towards point C. But I think my teammates kind of, yeah, okay, me and my teammates were here, but the enemy destroyed one of my, yeah, he destroyed my teammate. So yeah, we were having the upper hand by positioning in the point C, but we just kind of got outplayed. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys understand how, okay, this is not a prime example of the enemy overextending, but I'm just gonna explain to you that uh I'm sure you guys know the experience where your whole team decides to move all the way to the enemy's flag where it's right at their spawn, and you guys end up getting all destroyed. So it end up flipping the whole table around, and yeah, this is pretty much overextension. So this point, hopefully you guys understand about overextending and not commit so much overextension which will cause your games. So hopefully you guys, oh my god, that was I think that was a pretty long video. Like the whole 9 tips took quite some time, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed these tips. And if you guys learn something about the you guys learn about the tips and you find it useful, definitely comment down below like if it's actually useful and it helps you to win more games. Like yeah, I really appreciate, because I want to see how like these 9 tips will help you guys, and I really want to see high level gameplay. And obviously all of you guys need to reach S to get that skill, to get that special gold medal. And I feel like if you put in effort, there's no reason you guys should be stuck at A. And yeah, let's all hit top 100 and make sure we make this game much more tough and fun to play, because you guys really have to pay full attention to every single match, and because each game is gonna be high level gameplay. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making these pointers, because yeah, trying to dig some gameplay out to reinforce the points wasn't that easy. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.